Hi guys, so this is a pretty casual video. I'm going to review this 12-piece brush set that I got from e.l.f. It was $12, so that means each brush was basically $1. I bought it on Amazon, so there's that. And I think there's a few different ones. This one didn't come with a case, so there's that. So I'll start off with this one because I've never used it before. It's the e.l.f. Professional Eyelash and Brush Wand. And I just have no reason to use this. I mean, if I was doing somebody else's makeup and I didn't want to use my mascara wand, maybe, but I just have no real need for this, so sorry. And the next thing is the e.l.f. Professional Brow Comb and Brush. And that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. And it's just a pretty typical one. You just comb your eyelashes and brush your eyebrow, and I really feel like these are just like, they're all the same. They're really all the same. So that being said, I like this one. It works, does the job. That's that. It was $1, technically. I'll keep going with the whole eye thing. So I have the e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush. That's what that looks like. It's just a normal flat shader brush. And it's very, I like this a lot. I think it's a good brush. It does the job well. I pretty much use it all the time. How much product it like collects. And I didn't like dig it in or anything. Oh, I picked a really light color. But it also just applies it really well. I picked a light color so you can't really tell. Stupid. So I really like this. And compared to my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette one, you can really tell the difference. It has a lot more bristles, and it's thicker and wider, where this one is tall and skinny with not as many bristles, and I like this one a lot better than the Urban Decay one. And I also have the Defining Eye Brush, which looks like that. And this one's getting a little crazy. The bristles are getting a little hectic, but I still really like this. It works really well. I'll give a demonstration for this too. So that's how much color it picked up, and I chose black one this time so you could see how well it applies. And yeah, that's what it looks like, which is very nice. And then I have the blending eye brush, which is a good blending brush. I really like it. When you buy palettes, a lot of times they'll come with one end flat shader brush and then like a defining crease / blending brush. And if you can just see the difference, this one's a lot taller, but I think they might have around the same amount of bristles. They look the same from the top. Actually, this one looks a lot thicker from the top. I wasn't expecting that, but it's shorter. But I like it. It's pretty. This one's kind of more bendy, and this one's a little bit less bendy, but I really like this, and I think it works really well. I think it works better than this. And next, this is the Smudge Eye Sponge, and I have nothing to compare this to besides like the end of eyeliners that happen sometimes, and I pretty much use this to apply like under my eye a little eyeshadow because it's just a good shape. I mean, I suppose it's for smudging your eyeliner, but I don't smudge my eyeliner ever, so not that that's bad or anything, I just don't. It's very hard. Like, it's not squishy at all, and it kind of like digs up eyeshadow, which is good and bad because it takes a lot, but it like dents it. So I'll just demonstrate again. It also only gets it on a very, very small amount, which is good because you want it to be concentrated, I suppose, for my usage. But that's what it looks like. The little line eyeliner brush. And I do not have gel eyeliner, so I've never been able to use this with gel eyeliner. However, I have used it with like dark eyeshadow, and it worked really, really well, and I really, really liked the results. It wasn't the best thing ever, but it worked, and it was $1, so it's very, very soft. But it's a little bit movable, but it's pretty stiff, which I think is pretty good for when you're trying to get a very precise line. So I guess that's good quality. The concealer brush, which looks like that. It's very, very small, and I don't use a concealer brush, but I tried it and it worked fine, but I don't know why anyone would need this, but it's so tiny, like, I don't know. It's very soft, a little movable. I think I would prefer a bigger one because when I was putting it on, I was like, okay, this is kind of stupid. So I think a bigger one would work better, but I don't use one, so. Lip defining brush, which is pretty bad. It's one of the worst. It's just, you can see this, it's just like disgusting. It's probably like 5 bristles on this, and it's just like there. Like this would do nothing, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna test it. Yeah, that's what it did, so not a good brush, in my opinion. So that one is a bust. And then I have the foundation brush, which I was pleasantly surprised with. I have my Tarte one that really needs to be cleaned, but it's different. It's a flat top kabuki pretty much, and this one is not. It's flat, but in a different way. It feels kind of gross right now. I don't know why. It's never felt like that. Maybe it's just because I used it and I haven't cleaned it since. It feels kind of like it has stuff on it, which would make sense. This was pretty good. I still like this better, but this was pretty good. It was harder to control than this, but I may just be used to this because I really like the flat top part instead of like, I like going like this instead of like this, like I'm painting myself. But if you prefer this brush, I guess it's good. And I have the Total Face brush, and this one is, it's not the best. It's very, not soft. It's very, very rough on my skin, and it doesn't really pick up powder well, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna test it. So that's what it looks like with powder on. I can't really show you this, but yeah, it's just not a good brush, and it's super like not stiff. So this one is also a bust. Not as bad as a lip brush, but pretty close. And the last one is the bronzing brush. Oh, I thought this was blush, but I use it for both. It looks like this. It's angled, and I like this. First I hated it because it's kind of not dense, but it's also very movable. But if you like hold it like this, it works really well, which is kind of like an extra step that I personally don't mind. So I like it. You can't really tell because there's already so much product on it. But yeah, you kind of have to like force it a little bit, which is a downside, but it's not bad. It's not really worth showing. It's there. I don't know if you can see, but it's not bad, especially for like I didn't own really any brushes, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that was useful overall in terms of whether it was a good deal or not. I'd say definitely, absolutely. $12, like that's nothing in terms of like high-end brushes. They're like $30 each. Like this was $30. This was $1. In terms of money, this is like a 100. So I definitely say that if you're kind of a beginner and you don't really have any brushes, I'd say to definitely check these out. They have a few different bundles, and these are e.l.f. So super, super cheap. Again, I bought mine on Amazon, and overall I'd say give it a 7. You know, cheapiness, I'd give it 100, but I mean, some of these are kind of useless, like this, like, you know, that's outweighed by the price, and I just dropped it on the floor, but it's outweighed by the pros of some of the brushes and the cost. If the brushes weren't that good, you know, I'd say don't spend your money, because, you know, even if it's super cheap, like, it's better to buy good brushes than to just keep buying crappy ones that are cheap. But, you know, these really, really have some good ones, especially the eyeshadow ones. So I really highly, highly recommend this. I mean, if you don't really need makeup brushes, like if you already have high-end ones, like don't buy this, but yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Bye!